I feel like I need to start this vlog by showing you my view. I mean, lake, trees, lots and lots of trees. I've got my own beach, look. I feel like that would have been rude to not have shared, you know? Hello and welcome to another episode of This Is Made on the Road. I am sat on my usual squeaky chair for those of you that are regulars here. If you are new here though, I should probably explain who I am and what I'm doing. My name's George Holliday. I am writing an album on the road and I'm meeting up with followers on YouTube, Instagram, and people that I have met over the years to write my debut album. I'm in, where am I now? Netherlands. I'm like the top of the Netherlands at the minute, and in the next week and a half I'll be getting on a train back to England, which feels really strange actually. I can't really get my head around the fact that I'm on my way home. In fact, it feels a bit like, you know, on the last day of holiday when you're waiting for your plane and you kind of want to enjoy your last day, but you just kind of feel very ready that you are going home. Does that make sense? However, I do not want to rush these times because I'm meeting up with great people on the way home. People that I've met up with previously on the tour and some new people. So yesterday I met this girl called Kira Decker. You may have seen the cover that we did. We didn't get a chance to write on the album, unfortunately, because we literally only had a couple of hours, but we were jamming, set up this camera, did a little cover. If you haven't seen that, here's a little glimpse, but check out the full video as well.
Said I wouldn't call, but I lost all control and I need you now.
So that's the kind of thing I'm doing on the way back, but because I'm just trying to get back to the UK now, it's actually really hard to work on the album when so much of my energy is in the travelling. I mean, I'm travelling from Copenhagen back to the UK. I am being asked a lot at the moment on social media about when the album is going to be out, so I figured this would be a good topic to talk about with you. My initial idea is to release the album on the 1st of March, which would be exactly a year from when we set off to do this tour. It gives me 6 months to get in touch with labels, to make sure that I'm in touch with as many radio shows as possible so that when we release the songs, you know, there's a lot of momentum as much as possible. It would be such a shame to spend this 6 months really working, utilising you guys and getting you guys on the album, all your talents, and then to just release things as quick as possible. So I want to do it properly, so I'm thinking 1st of March at the moment is a good idea. However, I also want to release some like singles, and if I'm releasing singles and they start to do well, that maybe 1st of March might be too soon because I might only get sort of 2 or 3 singles out before then. Singles are a funny one. I think that on the album there's probably like 6 or 7 singles, strong songs that speak for themselves on their own without any kind of context. And then the rest of the songs I think need to be part of the story. Now because of this, if I was to release one a month, that's 6 months already. So I don't know if 1st of March is too soon or whether or not maybe we start doing some gigs at the beginning of next year, some little house shows, maybe acoustic little shows where we can perform some of the songs. Maybe we do some shows as well where we come to you guys and we host an evening together, play the album, get some feedback, have a lovely night, share the stories, share the memories, and then maybe the album can trickle out then after that. So maybe exclusively to you guys the album can be ready for the 1st of March, and then to the rest of the world, to everybody else as an official release, it goes a little bit later. I'm not sure yet. That's where my head is at, but I genuinely would really love your feedback on this. Any thoughts that you have in ways that we can maximise it, whether or not you think it's sensible to wait a little bit longer or whether or not there is a way we can make the 1st work. I don't know, but that's kind of what I'm thinking about the album release at the moment. The final song on the album, when I was playing the album songs in the last couple of videos, I had a lot of feedback about the final song of the album and exactly what I should be doing with it. Alright, so the song sounds like this. This is the chorus. Let me take this watch off. This is the chorus. I've not really got further than this at the moment. This is where I'm currently at, and the reason I'm about to play it to you guys is because the biggest debate or the biggest topic we've been talking about when I've been talking one-on-one with you guys is whether or not to do this song as an acoustic or whether to do this as a band song. I've got a blocked nose, so I might sound a bit nasally, sorry. Standing on my own 2 feet, nothing's gonna bring me down. I just wanna make ends meet. I just wanna make you proud. And I feel it, it's so deep. Feel it in my energy. breathe. Nothing's gonna bring me down. No, no, no. Something like that. So that's how the chorus goes. The song is about making you guys proud. I've done the album. I've done everything I ever wanted to achieve. Quite literally in my life, by the end of this tour, I will have done everything that I ever wanted to do. So that song for me is about the fact that I've gone and bloomin' done it. And because of that, a lot of you are saying to do it as an acoustic song. But in my head, I hear it as a really good band song. And I know live and album is a very different thing, but I think I wouldn't want to have a really big version for live and then people be like, oh, I wish there was a recorded version of this, and then me not have recorded it on the tour. I think that would be a bit of a shame. But then at the same time, I really like the idea of it being an acoustic song. I'm just wondering if an acoustic song, just as I did it then, would just sound like an acoustic version of the song rather than a song. Does that make sense? So let me know in the comments below what you think of that little ditty. And thank you for the comments on that. I was expecting more comments on all of the other tracks, but the majority of the comments were on that final song. So thank you to everyone that's reached out wanting to help. Do keep in touch. If I've not messaged you back, it's probably because I've accidentally opened the message and I'm just useless. Another few messages this week have been about the bags and when we're getting the yellow bags back in stock. That is these yellow bags and when we're going to be getting them back in stock. The last person to ask that was a guy called Nico. And unfortunately, the plan is not to ever get yellow bags back in stock ever again. I do have something in the works so when the album is finished to celebrate the album. I'm a big believer in doing a limited run of things, mainly because those of you that have bought the bags, I want you to feel special. I want you to feel like you've supported something and jumped in at the right time to really help me with the album tour. Now saying that, it still would be helpful for people to be buying bags now to help with the tour, but I want these bags and I want these things that I make for you to feel special to you. So that being said, unfortunately the yellow bags are fully sold out, but there's something else in the pipeline. All right, so Monzo account this week. This week, my Monzo is saying minus £263, which is not good at all. I haven't actually sold any t-shirts. This is the first week on the whole of the tour that we've not sold something. So if you guys want one of these t-shirts, it does not come with microphone attached, unfortunately. But if you do want one of the t-shirts, they are still available. You can get them on the shop, madeontheroad.co.uk/shop. Also, whilst you're over there, I've been working on a blog and the podcast page on the website. I've called it Blogcasts, which I think is a fun little name. And on that page is a mixture of blog posts and podcasts. And good old Isaac is also doing write-ups on the podcasts. So if you don't want to listen to the whole thing, you can have a good read and get a good gist of what we're talking about. It's a really good read. Isaac's great at writing. So that's another thing I've been working on this week to try and keep you guys informed on the album. We did a podcast talking to George K when we passed him in Germany, and we were talking about creating on the road versus creating at home and trying to work out exactly how it's different and what are the benefits and what are maybe the downfalls to working on the road, and whether or not there's a balance between the two that's good for us all as creatives. So that's been really great, and setting all this stuff up into motion has been eating up a lot of time, but it's been very much worth it. If you want to check out the website, it's madeontheroad.co.uk. Right, that's it for this week. Really scattered update, but basically just wanted to answer a lot of questions that you guys were asking, give you guys a general update about what's to come. Next week will be more of a travel vlog as I meet various people. You'll see some familiar faces as well, so I'm excited to see those of you. I would like to say a big thank you to Aidan Walls, Donna Marie and Amber Littler for your recent comments. So leave a comment if you want a shout out next week. And other than that, thank you for watching. Stay safe, look after each other, and remember, never stop creating. I need your love.